Oh, ESA! Good morning, everybody. I think there's not morning everywhere, but over here it's a lovely morning with a lot of wind. But we're gonna be playing Days Gone on the hardest difficulty called Survival 2. The timer starts as the first cutscene starts. There's a small loading skull in the right corner. When that disappears, the timer starts. Yeah, I'm gonna press this button here, confirm that I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, I'm gonna yell when to start the timer. Yeah, I think it won't crash. Go, 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 go.
Wait, we need help. She's been wounded.
So here's the first cutscenes of the story. I'm gonna quickly summarize what you won't be seeing. So the story is that 2 years later, after the apocalypse starts, we're gonna be chasing after this asshole Leon. Sorry for the language. They're gonna confirm my language though, real soon. But basically, he stole some medicine from one of the camps, and we're gonna track him down. 2 years ago, we put our wife on the chopper that evacuated her, and we never saw her again. She died, and we're gonna visit her grave at some point. So the first part of the run is really simple. We're just going to follow our friend Boozer and go as fast as we can. Easy. Um, 2 years into the story, we're basically a drifter. Drifters are bounty hunters that come back with free careers. We're gonna explain that real soon. What's a freaker? But we also collect human bounties. If somebody attacks a camp and he's in the blacklist, we're gonna hunt him down. There's gonna be missions delving into that as well. So here's already a small optimization. We're gonna stand here for a second and then start walking again, so we can squeeze through this crack before Boozer can. That should save us around I don't know. It's hard to explain. 1/5 of a second, something like that. It's really obscure, but at least it's reproducible. So on the hardest difficulty, there is some weird quirks that you have to consider. For example, you take really much damage. So basically you die in 2 hits at the start of the game. Also, there is a fast travel option in the normal game, like fast travel similar to Witcher, Skyrim, etc. So you can travel between camps and safe houses, but it's disabled in the hardest difficulty. So there's going to be a lot of transportation and gas refills on the vehicles that we use. Well, vehicle that we use. Because there's, I think, 4 drivable vehicles in this game. Over here, we're gonna pick up some medicine to fix up our shot, bullet wound. Gonna craft it up real good, and as Boozer says soon, Deacon says soon, we're gonna start sprinting. So our main character is like he served in an army and then started a bike repair shop and ended up in a biker gang called the Mongrels.
See if there's anything we can salvage on Leon.
It's heavily inspired by Sons of Anarchy and like other TV shows in US that delve into the biker culture. Excuse me, I'm a bit weird with the language today. So over here you can see the beautiful nature of Oregon. Actually, it's really on spot with the real thing. Because the studio, Ben Studios, they live in that part of the US, and they are actually the guys that did Siphon Filter. So it's kind of a spin-off. If Siphon Filter 1 ended up bad, this would have happened. So it's a weird alternative spin on that. So here we're gonna do a small trick. We're gonna roll through the right, so Boozer doesn't stumble that often. So that should save us a half a second again. The start of the run is actually weirdly optimized. So here's the first quick time event. We're gonna spam E real fast. And we're gonna kill these guys. That hurts. It literally hurts to watch that every time. I don't know why. Okay, I already got hit once, so here's gonna be fun part that we don't wanna get hit again. Because we have 10 HP left.
We're almost there.
So, in the next section, we're gonna see freakers for the first time. There were some jumping on those cars back there, but I didn't want to talk about that then. So basically, freakers... Well, this game is a mixed baggage regarding to the... like... It's a new game. It has all of the new game ideas. Modern game ideas. We're gonna make a zombie shooter in a post-apocalyptic world. All that jazz. Yeah. Here's a small optimization. We're gonna get the knife to knife walk. Because we are locked into a really small, really slow walking motion here. But we're gonna abuse the knife walk here. It comes in to play really often in the longer runs. So freakers are mutated humans, but they're not really zombies because they're not dead. They're brain dead. Just they are acting on impulse. Technically, they are human beings still. So we're gonna wait for this one to chase us into the tunnel because there's a QTE there. There's a freaker jumping out of there. Opa! And we shot that guy. So we're skipping one of the quick time events in that small tunnel part.
Damn alarm. I didn't plan on this, goddammit.
Oh no. I am failing all of the shots. That's bad.
Finally.
Yeah. As I told you, if you get hit twice, you're dead.
Damn it, all the hell.
Oh god. This is so shameful. Okay. Let's go for some marathon safety then.
nest.
Oh. Yeah, I smell it. Oh.
How many Molotovs you got left?
Oh. You just used the last one.
You got any shit
So
to
the way
make
this
more?
works is there you can craft a lot of different kind of equipment to help you on
So
your
just take a sec.
journey.
That'll do it.
The main one is Molotovs.
Ready?
These are useful for taking on bigger
Almost out.
and more like.
Come on, get on.
Yeah, okay, give me a sec.
I'm gonna explain that as well later, but
I've been
basically
thinking about
you
what
can
you
take
said
on
about
a
riding
crowd of
horde.
freakers or the bigger freakers. There's gonna be
In the morning, let's
like
turn in the
breakers in the
bounties,
long run,
hit the road.
and those are like really much of freakers. But today we're not gonna be seeing those.
Wanted a freak show.
So over here we have this
Goddamn newts.
infestation zone,
Get out of here, you little
and there's a ton of newts here. These are children freakers, basically. The way this is explained, that most of the population got basically died. Especially the children. There's small amount of children left, but the ones that survived turned into newts. They're really annoying, and they are really territorial. So we're gonna shoot one of them. This one is actually, if you wait a second, then you can, instead of roll, you can climb that part, but sometimes I just forget it. Oh god. Really?
See that coming.
It's so weird playing on a different PC. So we're gonna get some supplies here. Some scrap for repairing our bike and repairing like generators and stuff. Some rags to make Molotovs. I already picked that up. We're gonna watch behind for a second so there's no freakers following us, because it can be a...
Rippers. Boozer. Booze man.
Oh no.
Hang on, Booze man. I'm coming.
Basically, you don't want to have any freakers following you into this cutscene. Because it will mess up all of your timing. So, as a contingency plan, I always look behind and to the right over there. Also, the damage that you do in this survival 2 run is amazingly small. You always want to aim for the head while killing something. Unless you're using the starting shotgun that you got rid of right now. During the tutorial part over there, the starting shotgun works like you have to aim for the torso to get the maximum damage. You want every last pellet to hit part of the body. So actually I'm starting to skip that tree over there and get the next one, because I think it's a bit faster this way. We're gonna craft one molly and grab this tree here to make more crossbow bolts. And that's the last tree we're gonna touch this one. The crossbow is actually a really good tool in New Game Plus, where you can use incendiary arrows, well, incendiary bolts, to burn down nests from afar.
How's it going?
Here we're gonna...
Matt_the_ogre donated $25. Hey Inzu. Good luck with the frog jumps on this run. Put my donation towards fighting 300 zombies in true speedrun fashion.
Oh god. Okay, there is an incentive that we came up with. It's late game content. Basically, we're gonna take on a horde. There's 300 freakers there. Yeah. I'm gonna explain that as well later on, but hopefully we'll get that run going. So, thank you, Mr. Ogre. Mr. Ogre actually is one of the OG speedrunners of Days Gone. He started from the PS4. PS4 actually had a lot of glitches in it. So that's why this game is not so well known. It didn't get the best reviews on the start. Okay. During this time here, we're gonna reload our guns real fast. Yeah, everything is reloaded. And we're gonna go ahead with sprinting. So, where did... I actually was supposed to have a co-commentator, but unfortunately he couldn't make it.
Damn freakers.
So, at this part, it's pretty much really linear. We're gonna follow the marker while waiting for our stamina to recover. And we're gonna use some slides on the edge of the cliffs. Ouch. It's also really interesting to listen to your own voice while talking. But it helps. So, we're gonna follow this guy. I actually renamed this mission in my own game, Dude, Where's My Bike? Because during the last missions, we left our bike here to get a replacement part, and now we're back here, and we have no bike. We're gonna follow this guy. Hopefully we can get to know where the heck is our bike. Spoiler alert, we won't be seeing our bike. So we're gonna do a small, cliff boost again, and another one. So it works the same as in the multiplayer shooter games where you have a crouch slide thing. So basically coming off a cliff will boost you a bit more. Fun fact is that if you have higher FPS, you can slide further, but if you crash into something while sliding, you're gonna die. Even on easy difficulty, because the fall damage here is quite merciless. Here, as the camera rotates, we're already holding on the dialogue skip key H, which basically cuts away all of that dialogue that was supposed to happen. We were supposed to walk with Copeland up here. Copeland is the boss of this camp. This camp is... what is it called, anyway? What do you want? I don't even remember. I always call it the Copeland's camp. Okay. First time I played this, I didn't know that you get a free nitros and a free gas tank here. So I played basically through like half of the game without knowing that I get free upgrades from here. So exiting here, we're gonna get 2 tutorial pop-ups, and we're gonna open up our skill window, learn the first skill of the run on the con control part, which is focus shot. It works the same as bullet time from Matrix and Max Payne. So overhead we have a Nero checkpoint. Nero checkpoints are really good for upgrading your HP and stamina.
Third-degree burns, you stay there, you rest.
Normally, you would like to take out the speakers on this thing before you turn on the electricity. But as we're not gonna really be using this Nero checkpoint for anything else than to get our health upgrade and some bandages for Boozer. Boozer got burned in the last mission. Okay, hopefully I don't get hit by that right now. Oh, snap. So, open this door, get inside. Yeah, I got the ammo and the med kit at the same time. That's perfect. So here, as the tutorial pop-up comes up, we're gonna just hold down E. On easier difficulties, I would recommend getting the stamina upgrade, as that helps a lot. But on survival 2, everything is about the health. You wanna minimize the chance of dying. So we now have 143 HP. And that's really helpful because we're not gonna be dying in 2 hits anymore. So here's a small optimization for the long run. We're gonna grab a mole here, a medkit here, and a landmine. Those are gonna be helpful really soon. Like in basically, what's the time? 20 minutes, around 40 minutes from now on. So, one of the things I forgot to mention is the spike. Every time somebody tunes into viewing Days Gone or starts playing it, they're thinking like, this is the slowest vehicle possible. Yeah, I think somebody could actually take this over with an actual bicycle. It's not fast at all. So here we're gonna enter this camp and park our bike right here. And we're gonna use the bullet time to take care of these guys. Usually you would want to stealth kill everybody on survival 2 because you don't want to take any risks dying or taking any damage, but it's a speed run, so we have to take risks. But fortunately I found a really nice spot here to take them all out from. The only risk is the first few enemies and getting randomly shot. But we're picking up a lot of health items during the way to mitigate the risk. It's faster to actually pick up items than to die and reset. So there's that. Grab some scrap. We also get our assault rifle here.
This has got to be the generator.
Actually, for the casual players, they hate this gun. It's pretty useless, but as I mentioned before, the damage is weird on survival 2. You only want to aim for the head, and basically every humanoid enemy in this game uses this assault rifle. So you get theoretically infinite ammo if you're taking only headshots.
Here it is.
We're going downstairs to get a map of the surrounding and to progress the mission as well, basically.
They marked it up good. Got some papers, notes on.
So now we're going upstairs again. We're gonna get the call from Boozer. He says that there are people somewhere. So we're gonna check it out on the top of this radio tower. Okay, there's a... kind of want to pick that up. Unfortunately, we haven't picked up grenade yet. That would make our life way more easier.
You know, I just let this
Because grenades, we need 2 grenades in the one of the coming up missions.
Yes, I let her go.
One of these days, Deke, that code of yours is gonna get you killed.
So Boozer is lecturing us because we let that woman go in the cutscene.
What? Deacon out. Jesus, what a climb. All right. Let's see what
Deacon
talking about.
funnily has a code that he doesn't kill unarmed
We're right.
women.
Someone's on the mountain. I see smoke from their
Well,
campfire.
if the person has ammo and is attacking us, he has no problem killing her.
No.
But the code is still there.
Healed up so we can ride the hell out of here.
So
I'll take care of it.
it's weird-ish. There's a lot of like all of the reviews for the game had
Try to stay
this
awake in
moral
case they head your way. Deacon out.
moral problems regarding Deacon, because Deacon doesn't have any problem when you're controlling him to do like mass massacre or something like that. The problem of GTA or free roaming games, basically. The character in the cutscene is talking all the time that we can't do this and we can't do that, but as soon as the player gets the hang of the character, everything is gonna go other ways. It's really weird, this kind of storytelling in a nutshell. But the biggest catch of this game is actually the nature. There's wolves, deer, bear, like a lot of wildlife. Also, there are freaker variations. The game looks absolutely astonishing on the high settings. Unfortunately, we're gonna be mitigating the risk of like texture glitches and such by playing on the low settings, and we're gonna still keep the lighting effects on high because it helps to spot different things over the run. There's also some really dark places that you want the lighting to be perfect because you won't be seeing anything. Okay, I'm gonna repair my bike real soon because we have a returning jump. This jump was actually really one of the first shortcuts to be used in the speedruns. We named it after the donator before, Mr. Matt the Ogre. This is the Matt jump. It's really dangerous if you don't take it slow. I used to do it like a year back, and every third jump I did, I ended up dead. So, it has been a long time, and now I can jump this almost perfectly. Oh no, oh no. No. Yep. Okay, so there's that.
Adeni donated $5. Good morning stream 2 and good luck Inzu. Watch out for random trees while driving.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that trees are a problem in this game, because apparently it's really hard to drive this bike. Thank you for the donation. You're the champ here. God, I am soft today. This over here is one of the best vantage points to clear this camp, actually. I was testing it like thoroughly every way possible. And funnily enough... Okay, I'm gonna loot a bit. And then we're gonna take off.
Squatter camp. They won't be doing any more killing on O'Leary Mountain.
I should have been there.
The real speedrun attempts of this run are that bit different.
Rest up, booze man. Rest up. We're riding north as soon as
We're gonna have a contingency plan for everything, and for the marathon safety, we're gonna be skipping a few tech jumps in a game where you can't jump in. We're gonna show a few of them, but we're gonna be skipping a lot of them. I have, in the current world record route, I have, I think, 6 jumps in it. But since they're dangerous and mostly do not save that much time, we're gonna be not doing them in the marathon.
Sorry. What was that?
Okay.
Rest up, boozer. We're heading north as soon as you can ride.
North. Yeah.
And cutscene. Actually, this is not that bad. So, for this guy, we're gonna just running into him and insta-killing him with a quick time event.
Weeping angel.
We're gonna see some ghosts here. Remember the guy that we chased? Well,
Maybe in one of these.
in the first mission, there he is. This is called tracking, actually. It shows you theoretically where stuff is. Okay. I thought I could get past him, but no. And sometimes stuff starts floating.
Oh, you're not gonna believe this. I just saw a goddamn chopper.
Chopper? What are you talking about?
A Nero chopper. It just buzzed right over me and acted like I wasn't even there.
Wait, all this time and a Fed
Nope.
chopper shows up out of nowhere?
I'm gonna chase them
Okay.
down and I'm gonna see what the hell they're
The
doing.
aim is getting better,
Hey, Deke,
funnily enough.
be careful. Don't get too close till you know what the hell they're doing. And don't do anything stupid.
Sadly, we're not gonna burn down Alvarez because it's not needed. I used to do it all the time
Hold on.
because I kind of understand the idea. You shouldn't let freaks like feed on the corpses of dear people. We're gonna throw a rock over there, do a few rolls, and then we're gonna sprint. Funny enough, the sneaking missions in this game are the most hated ones. But once you have routed them down, they're really easy. We're gonna do a restart checkpoint here because it's saved, and now the neuroscientists over here spawn next to us. We don't have to wait for them. So here's a small breathing break. We're gonna talk about Nero people. In Siphon Filter, there were the scientists, and they brought them here as well. So they are investigating the virus that caused the apocalypse, basically. And they're talking about science stuff. Apparently, there is around 400 freakers in that cave. Haven't really investigated if they actually are there, but there's a horde spawn around here anyway. Fortunately, during the early game, it does not spawn here. It unlocks approximately halfway into the into the game, so there's that. We're gonna be following them, because if we get too far, we're gonna fail the mission. So we're gonna sit in this bush, just taking it nice and easy. This Lost Lake run is actually perfect to see the gameplay of Days Gone, because it only covers 20% of the actual game.
Jesus, I'm sorry. That mission was foobar from the start. Which is why
We're gonna be running it for around 2 hours. We should be clocking in just about, I think, a few minutes below 2 hours. So over here we're gonna throw a rock there. So that guy is gonna get distracted. We're gonna roll twice, sprint over here, and throw a rock there as well, so we don't get busted by that guy. It's really easy to get busted by these guys. Also, you never ever want to hit them with a rock, because that's an instant mission fail. The full run for Survival 2 on basically this game on the hardest difficulty is 8 hours. So we're gonna finish this up in 2 hours, and there would be like 6 hours of speedrunning content left to do, but we are on a timer and there are other players that want to show their runs. So here's something. We're going to be doing a small detour from the missions. We actually didn't do one mission that usually players do by this time, but we're gonna be doing that real soon. But first of all, we're gonna pick up some rations. We're gonna go on the dam. There's a blue rifle here, which should be an upgrade for this gun that we have on our back, but it's not really, as we're gonna aim for that at every time possible. We're gonna get the one frag grenade here. We're gonna get a tractor bomb and a pipe bomb here. These are the things that we want. Also the ammo. Ammo is really, really important, because if we happen to be surrounded by a bigger bunch of freakers, we would lose a lot of time. Also, there's a wolf. That scared. That really scared me. So now we're gonna go to a logging camp, and we're gonna burn the nests there, because we want to make it safe to be around here. Well, Boozer at least wants that. I couldn't care less if it wouldn't progress the story. Park here. Grab a molly. Throw it into the window. Yep, it's burning. Just making it safe that we're actually burning down the nest. We're gonna park our bike around here. Yeah, we're not gonna craft a molly right now. We're gonna sprint here, throw a molly there. There's 4 nests in this warehouse building. This nesting zone actually is really hard to do if you don't know how, because there's a huge swarm of freakers here. We're gonna shoot that barrel there to get it out, and we're gonna drive off. As easy as that. So this strat is a modification of different players' ideas. It got finalized by Hess, I think, Hess is a Red Dead Redemption 2 speedrunner that actually has speedrun Days Gone also. So he basically gave me the final idea how to do this as efficiently as possible. You learn a lot while viewing other people's runs, even if it's not the same category as yours, even if it's not the same game as yours, apparently. You learn really cool ideas. So here we're gonna refuel, grab some, repair our bike, and grab an engine upgrade. Finally, it's no longer a bicycle. Now it has an actual engine in it. And we're gonna go for the first bike chase of the game, which can be a huge waste of time or really, really fast.
Why do you care? It's just another bounty job, isn't it?
Look, I don't care. I just want to know their names. Who, Cope?
One of them is a man named Randall.
Some ammo.
Been with the camp almost a year. I didn't know the other.
Investigate the spot, and we're gonna chase
Red gas tank.
this guy down.
Oh shit! The hell?
Copeland wants this guy alive, so we cannot hit him, we have to hit his bike.
Shit, just ride out like you just.
Lucky us. He drove right into that car. So there's ramming mechanic in this game, so you always want to ram if possible, so the person that you're chasing will drive into different kind of obstacles, into trees, into other cars.
Cope kind of frowns on that.
Also, you probably never want to get hit, drive into a tree.
What if you
I have really funny clips about that. It happens all the time in real speedruns, especially in New Game Plus. This bike is actually your worst enemy in this game.
Cope, it's done. I got him.
We're going to do a small drive now. Usually I would like to
Yeah, he's alive.
do a small skip here, but unfortunately it doesn't save that much time and is really dangerous for the marathon. We have a donation or something?
Boozer, you there?
B. Alex B. donated $20. Good luck on the run.
Hang in there,
Thank
buddy.
you, Alex B.
As we get that arm patched up, we're riding north.
And I think luck is a part of man's skills, I guess.
Just work on getting
Hopefully.
better. I still got some work to do on the bike. We gotta stock up on some gear. But once you're patched up, we're outta here. Deacon out.
Thank you all of the donations, and don't remember we have a incentive, actually 2 incentives. So first incentive is that we're gonna take on Chimalt Horde. It's late game content. There's gonna be 300 freakers chasing us. We're gonna do it the fastest way possible. And I mean it, the fastest way possible. As a start of the combat, we're gonna take the Chimalt Horde down in a minute. So, the next thing is... Oh, actually free meat.
Let your bullshit spoil it for me.
Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna waste any more time on that. It got away, unfortunately.
There we go.
It would have been a really nice chance to get the meat in the later missions, but it's not gonna cut it this way. We're gonna take a small shortcut over this river here. It's gonna drain our bike health, but it's okay, we're gonna repair it anyway soon. The other incentive is that if the total donations land up in... How much was it? 150k? One of the organizers is gonna shave his head. So, every bit of donations help. Oh no. No, 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 no. Come on. Really? Get the heck out of here. Okay. Marathon safety. More like marathon RNG. Just gonna run into here because the mission marker is straight behind the gate. We're gonna run left. Here's one of the optional choices for missions. You can keep back the medicine that you took from Leon to Tucker, or you can just take it to Copeland. It's basically a selection, whether you want better guns or better bike parts. But I would say it's better to pick camper stock, truckers camp, words are mixed up. Tucker's camp all the time, because first of all you're gonna get a sniper rifle here, which is really useful for certain missions. Also, it's really hard to get reputation in Tucker's camp because she doesn't give a she doesn't care about reputation. She only cares about the money. So we're gonna level up the trust, grab a sniper rifle, and
Hey, what's up?
a handgun.
That right there?
SAP is actually one of the best handguns in the game, and you can get it really, really fast. You're gonna be playing with this for like, I think around 6 hours in a real speedrun for the whole game. So there's something like it. And I forgot to refuel my bike. It's actually faster to run back.
Hey, man. Hey,
okay.
Just taking a look.
Refuel, repair. So that handgun is actually one of the best guns available at this stage of the game. Especially on easy mode. Like, on the lower difficulties, it does a ridiculously high amount of damage for a handgun. On survival 2, we're just gonna pick it up because it's useful for bike chases, it's useful for just... if you're in a bad spot, you want to do as much damage as possible, even without the headshots. There's small boss fights and such in the game. Every time Deacon goes out of the camp, apparently something new is gonna pop up in the world. It's called progression, I guess. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Why did it have to jump like that? Actually, I haven't seen a freaker jump straight ahead like that for a long time. Okay, so the save was here. Okay. It's really fun for me to speedrun this game because you're gonna be seeing new weird stuff every time. especially when you're going off the route a bit. So there's a lot of stories on Reddit, like people going off the beaten path and finding really weird and abstract cases of bears fighting hordes and other such things. So we're gonna be driving straight into the next mission.
Fucking up. Listen, sir, get some rest. I gotta go. Beacon out. Two of those posers are still coming. Get it right.
Oh no. Okay.
Freak's not here. What the hell do you want? Not here.
Oop.
This kid. He's it's not yours.
Oh no 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 no.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Still here.
Fortunately, we are not that starved for ammo.
Finally gone.
So we can freely use the assault rifle that requires basically no reloading because it has 30 bullets in the magazine and you can freely use it.
You rest easy.
You're gonna get a lot of ammo real soon, but in a casual run you would probably not want to use the assault rifle as you are really starved for ammo.
It's like I said.
I would recommend taking it nice and easy at all times while playing on Survival 2. So we're gonna hop back onto the bike and just drive into the next mission.
What the hell they're up to?
We won't be able to show off all of the nice strats here, but soon we're gonna have something really fun for the Days Gone community, if there are some here. Hopefully there are. But as for the newer viewers, it's a really nice introductory, as I mentioned.
Raider camp. Bunch of
You
mean
won't
sons
be
of
getting
bitches.
much spoilers of the story, but you will be seeing a lot of the gameplay here, especially the starting one. This is like showing you all of the ropes that you're gonna experience in the game, but at the same time there's a lot of fun to be had and the missions are really cinematic. It's like a movie-like experience. I would recommend playing this like 2 hours at a time over next few weeks, and
I gotta burn them out. I gotta make it safe.
it's like it's gonna either make you really happy or really angry at the same time. So there is a mixed opinions on this game.
You went up there again.
Few of the people really like the gameplay, the story, everything about the game. I was one of those people. But some of the people think it's too slow. It has the modern game problem. So here we're gonna do a small free roll. We're not gonna hold down the acceleration at all to gain some speed. And we're just gonna... It's actually faster to not hold down the acceleration at some point of the driving. like
Looks like they're stopping.
during really steep these kinds of
Deke! Deke, what's going on?
downwards spirals.
What happened? You okay?
No, I'm fine. Fine. I think I was just
So we're gonna have a small sneak peek at a horde here.
Telling you about that death wish of yours.
Funnily enough.
Yeah, I got this. Deacon out.
So we're gonna skip this cutscene. So basically, this is a small horde, around 30 something freakers. They're gonna leave behind some scavengers, and we're gonna throw a tractor pump there. Hopefully, it will take care of some of them. And they always seem to get stuck over there. Okay, I'm out of ammo. So we're gonna reload the assault rifle. Newt is gonna grab this radio and we're gonna punish it. We're taking it.
Finally. Jesus Christ, those shits can run fast.
So, what the hell are they doing?
Looked like they were out here.
It's actually really enjoyable to run this as an introductory game for the day, because it's
You know, like
pretty slow and
like those guys used to do on that
nice.
wildlife show. Pretty fucked up. They got chased off by
Well,
swarmers.
I would say it's
Bugged
the
the
slowest
hell out.
speedrun
They
you'll
left the
see,
gear behind, a radio.
hopefully today,
You don't...
because Deacon moves like a tank.
No.
It's slow,
He's alive.
but
Boozer, he's alive.
funnily enough, the control, once you get used to it,
Down.
it feels really responsive. Deacon never does anything that you wouldn't want him to do.
Look, I'll be able to ride soon. I'll help you
I've had
if he's alive.
basically never a moment that I feel like
I'm gonna check in later. Deacon out.
the game basically punishes me for like no reason. I always feel like, hey, I did that. I really did that wrong.
Thank you so much.
So here's auto-scroller. There are a few of these in this game.
Well, sure there is.
They're really nice for the story, but not so great for the speedrun,
No, I meant
because
cell phone
they
reception.
completely destroy the immersion.
Right, of course. Anyway,
So what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
you know, I ask myself that
So
all the time.
this is how Deacon
I
met
do research.
his wife,
You know,
basically.
I study things.
Thanks. Had no idea what research was.
Her car was
Sorry.
broken down,
I
and
do plants.
apparently he's gonna give her a ride. Oh my god, what is wrong with my language today?
Hey, look out!
And another
You
auto-scroller
weren't
after
really
it.
lost, were you?
Well, that all depends on who you ask. My ex would say I've been lost for years.
Usually I
You
make
certainly know
tea
your way
or
around
like
here.
You're not from around here.
stretch myself
No, I'm from
during this.
Seattle. The company that I work for, they opened this lab here,
'Cause
so
There's nothing better to do. Maybe do some push-ups.
To research plants.
that's right. I already told you I forgot.
58
yeah, so
minutes.
The company that I work for,
Yeah,
they
we're
do work with
basically
this
on time.
bioengineering firm,
Uh,
and, some of
I'm
the
not
plants I
used
look
to
at are
running at
and
real
they
time
just
because
sound
That has got to be the best thing I've ever heard.
one of the fellow runners actually developed this
What the hell?
like game timer that basically ignores all the. So here's something new. Usually you're gonna fight these guys, but it doesn't matter what you do. You can run around, you can walk around, you can do whatever the heck you want here because it's timer based anyway.
Smart now, huh?
It really doesn't matter. That cutscene is gonna come anytime. So we're just gonna run around like a fool. You can fight back, but please be mindful that if they punch you out of the mission range, you're gonna fail that mission.
There.
And you're gonna lose time.
I'm gonna need more info on that survivor Larson spotted in Marion Forks.
Deacon, I already told you everything I know. Young, a woman.
Here we're gonna go to the next mission again. Surprise, right?
By the East Bridge.
Lumberjack, big stack of pancakes. Yeah, I know the one. Okay, I'll start there.
You do that. And remember, bring her to me. A group of drifters came through the other day, traded us a few guns. Maybe something you could use.
Keep that in mind. Deacon out.
Next mission is gonna be basically the bane of existence for every new player on Survival 2. Whoever is enough of a fool to actually pick up Survival 2 for their first playthrough, like me, they're gonna have a really hard time in this mission. There was a guy a few weeks back that posted on Reddit. He was kind of unhappy about this game. Because there's a bear fight, and bears on survival difficulty are really tanky. You don't want to fight them. But you have to for this mission.
Radio Free Oregon. The truth shall set you free. Yeah. Broke another god.
And I'm hitting a dumpster.
Hell up.
Okay. Just gonna go for the checkpoint.
Gotta look around.
Okay, 40% is more than enough. So, as I mentioned before, when we were starting to run, we're gonna pick up some landmines. So, we're gonna plant these two here, where the bear is gonna spawn. That should help us a bit.
Fucking members, none of you are getting out of here alive. Come on. Finally. Burn, you asshole.
Moving back! I need cover and fire!
Okay. We're done with this part. Still one grenade. That sucks. Gonna craft some mollies. Okay,
Need this more than
easy peasy. There's a gas canister there. That gas canister is one of the biggest troubles you can walk next to, because enemies know that they can also shoot for the gas canisters. So if you're next to a gas canister while it explodes, well, you can guess what happens. Another pipe bomb. Actually, we might have to use pipe bombs for that mission. Okay. Okay, easy. So here we're gonna use this ladder to go up, trigger a cutscene, save a survivor. All kind of save. We're gonna take this girl called Lisa to a joyride.
The men with the guns. Are they still out there?
No, we don't gotta worry about that.
She's been in this town for basically two years alone.
Lots of sick people.
So that's something weird. Imagine surviving in this freaker infestation for 2 years. We're actually gonna equip the silencer because that way we can take down some struggling freakers if we happen to get their attention. Hopefully we won't. Yeah, I think it's fine. Here we don't want to go too far from Lisa because that's gonna automatically fail the mission, and that's really bad for us. Not because of the time loss, but it can despawn the mines that we placed beforehand. So we're gonna climb over this fence and grab our mollies. And the bear is already half down. We're gonna light it on fire. We're gonna shoot it for the head. For the head. And the bear is down. Now gotta take care of those few little freakers. So beforehand we actually skilled Butcher, Stamina Recovery and Plants. So those give us extra meat while we're gathering animals. So that is really helpful here because we're gonna need meat. So this and the next mission, we're gonna be gathering
What's your
meat,
name?
and
My name's Deacon.
it will set up a small time
How
save.
did you
If
live
you
out
happen to
here
get
alone
a deer spawn beforehand in the early game, you can use that one, but
My dad's a rock hound.
it's
He used to take me
like
back here
it
looking
takes
for
more
leather eggs.
time to skin 5 animals rather than
Cut them open, they're really
just
pretty
2
inside.
with the upgrades.
Okay, that sounds great.
There's actually RNG about how much meat you're gonna get. You can get up to 5 meat with the upgrades, and if you don't have the upgrade, you will get only 1 meat per animal.
The gunshots that you heard, those were really bad men. Do you understand?
Okay, 12 shots on the assault rifle left. Okay. The weird part about third-person shooters is that always there are enemies popping their heads out of everywhere. I don't know what's the deal with that, but... Okay, the last one doesn't want to move closer. We're gonna have to get closer to him, and just as he dies, we're gonna restart the checkpoint to get closer back to the other part.
Come on out, it's safe.
Well, to get closer back to the bike.
Come on, hop on.
There is a lot of these kinds of restart checkpoint optimizations you can do, but they depend on where you are. Sometimes it's just faster to
Kid, the camp.
walk back.
You'll be safe there, you'll see. I'm gonna ask you a question, Lisa.
But usually it's
did it
great for
real
skipping
hard.
dialogue.
Did any of your neighbors, did they own any firearms, you know, like pistols, rifles, things like that?
No. Men came and took everything.
Men, were they like the men in the tunnel?
So
or did
taking
they
this
wear
time to
uniforms
remind
like,
there
like
is
in the army?
incentive.
Like the army.
Chemalt Horde,
They were really
it's
dirty and
300
carried
freaker
flags they made
strong,
themselves.
and
Deschutes County Militia.
I would be really happy to show you how to
They have
clear it
anyone
in
with
a
them?
minute.
Women, children?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Tommy would remember.
Excluding the setup time, there's
Tommy's
a
sick,
small setup
my
time,
best friend.
but once the combat starts,
He left with his dad.
the horde
Hide,
dies
I
in a
don't-
minute.
His dad built a fallout shelter and put all kinds of stuff in it. Maps, food, water, guns, you know, stuff like that.
Okay, do you know where that is? All right, this is it. We're here, so
Open
just
the gate.
stay with me.
Spin around. Okay.
Well, who do we have here?
So refuel,
Can I help you?
Hey, just
repair,
good luck.
Okay.
all that jazz, and off we go. Now we have to drive all the way back to Copeland's camp.
Hey, hold on.
Looks like
Yeah. We are on pace to finish this run under 2 hours still. So
Matolia Springs. Yeah, I know what that is. Hey, Boozer, you there?
if everything goes well,
Just caught a break. That Nero
actually,
was actually useful.
since we're on time,
I thought you said you couldn't take
I can try it.
No, I can't.
So,
but with a little luck.
there is... Whoa! What the heck? Texture glitches.
to say. Go right faster than your guardian angel can fly.
Okay, this is real bad. This is real bad. This game is built on Unreal Engine, and the development started around PS3 era. So there's a lot of texture glitches and such that can affect the game. I have no idea why this is happening at the moment, but it scares me. Okay, we're gonna try a skip here, because we have extra time. Save game manually. Hop off the bike. So let's see. If it doesn't work out, we're gonna just drive out of here, but this is called a frog jump, named after the guy that found it, actually, Mr. Frog. It's a really weird tech where you try to accelerate yourself with... Yeah, never mind. Does not work. Maybe we can get down the other... Try, but... Just gonna do another test real fast. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, we're gonna return with the marathon. Yeah, we got it. Second try. This actually saved us 10 seconds. Funnily enough. So, there's two theories on how this works. Is either you're clipping into something and it throws you out really violently, or based on the acceleration while you're aiming from a cover. So Deacon has these markers everywhere there is a cover mechanic. So from what shoulder should he aim over? So based on that, the game calculates the speed of which you should fly, or not. Like, not fly, but swap the shoulder angles, and that makes you fly violently. It's really funny that this kind of jump exists in a game that you cannot jump in. There is no jumping mechanic in this game.
I see him. Now here, use my rifle. If you were in the 10th mountain,
stand.
you know how to use a scope.
Okay. Stand here. Thank you. Here's a small dialogue skip that you can trigger by shooting this deer and getting to the deer corpse real fast before Copeland starts talking again. And this one is a really bad...
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, we didn't get the skip,
Yeah, look.
I think.
Cope,
Because
Boozer and I
Copeland
had been
started
hunting
talking
before.
beforehand and the deer ran off in a weird
With his old man.
position.
Yeah, he showed me how to gut a deer.
Yeah, no skip. unfortunately, but happens. Can't win every time, you know. At least we got the frog off.
Yeah, thanks.
So as we took the
Hold on, I got it.
butcher talent, we have enough meat to take it to the butcher. The mission hasn't spawned yet, but we're gonna get a call real soon.
How's
Yeah.
it going, booze man?
I forgot to refuel, but it should be fine. As we're gonna do another frog to get back to the hot springs, to Tucker's camp, real soon.
Yeah, I had Cope give you a few pointers.
Apparently, there's a lot of deer going around.
See you, booze man.
When you're not basically taking care of the strat beforehand, you will never ever see any wolves, any deers, any nothing. It's kind of funny that if you have the meat for it, for the mission, there's like a bunch of wildlife everywhere. Okay, I missed that troll.
Things didn't go so great for them. The cemetery.
Hey, booze man, I brought in some meat. Should keep us.
You can skip this dialogue by holding down H, and there's some free bandages, free mollies, stuff like that here, free ammo. Because Boozer's bored, and he loves to make stuff. Okay, hello wolves. So we're gonna go for another matchup. This one was basically routed into after this mission because of the 100% practice. There's a wild variety of collectibles in this game. One of them is on that box there. And I just happened to discover that this is the vastest fate in this mission as well. This mission is actually really interesting, as you're supposed to follow the scientist guy over there. But funnily enough, nobody ever does. There is no range limit on this mission, basically. You just have to get to this bush over here and just sit here and wait as he walks slowly, slowly, slowly. You can basically use this time to go, I don't know, get some tea, go to the toilet, do some push-ups. It's a nice break spot, especially when you're doing the full any percent run. It's like the first small stop. For the story-wise, that guy was there the night that you evacuated your wife, well, Deacon's wife, during the cutscene, and he picked her up, so that's why we're trying to get contact with him in order to figure out what happened to Deacon's wife.
Carrion is still mostly intact and appears to be what
Oh, look at it this way, you poor son of a bitch. At least you weren't torn apart by freaks.
we're gonna run back to the bike and gonna take off again.
He said that he put her on oxygen, he gave her an IV, he kept her alive, she was septic, so she wasn't gonna make it, but he got her
Here's
to the
some
machine.
free rant
He
that
saved her life. He said it. He said he saved her life.
his wife survived,
She can still be. She has
but
done
nobody
her.
knows
No,
anything
no.
about it because the camp where she was in was run over by a horde
Maybe.
just as Deacon got there. So we're gonna be taking a small ride here. It's really
Who's man?
distracting that you have to go from Hot Springs to here to do a small run and then back to Hot Springs again.
Okay. So she was better. I'll tell you about it later.
It's one of the longest drives in the game and we're hitting a tree, fortunately not at full speed.
As soon as your arm heals,
But I say I don't want to drive that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am gonna take
How's it going?
a shortcut.
Figured I'd see if I remembered how to make anything. Stop by when you can. I think you like it.
oh, Boozer, that's amazing.
If
I do
Survival
this.
2 doesn't have fast travel, I'm gonna make my own fast travel.
O'Brien.
Unfortunately, we
You
wake
out there,
up
O'Brien?
these breakers.
You son of a bitch, you better you hear me, O'Brien? You're on this channel.
Oh, come on. Come on.
You better get back to me or I'm going to track you down. Got that? There we go. Come on, Brian. Back to me.
Okay. Can we save now? Yeah, we can. To save this save. Checking that we saved it. Yes. Here we're gonna stand in this corner. Aim there. Over the left shoulder and aim for this branch here.
Yeah, it was him.
And we are flying like Superman. It's a bird, it's a
Diverted south.
plane, it's
You remember
Bacon Jane John.
what happened to her?
You don't think she's still alive?
This is actually one of the biggest time saves you can have in this run. I think it's around
What happened to her?
2 minutes, something like that. I think it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, or and I felt it. So there's that. I landed too soon, but we're still ahead. As this.
Deke, you there? Did you track down the chopper? Was it the same guy, the one we saw on the roof that night?
Yeah, it was him.
Okay,
Do you
okay.
remember us? Sarah?
There's a small light below
They got diverted
Deacon,
south. He
so you can
remembered her, but he
basically
doesn't know what happened.
aim it like that where you should land, but it's not the most accurate.
I mean,
Hopefully it
look,
works
I'm
this
not
time.
Stupid, Boozer. I just want to find out.
It's
know?
really different when you're looking at a game
Maybe you can
from like at speedrun.com, because you won't see the effort that a runner puts into like all of those failed attempts, all of those mishaps, etc. It's really hard. You will only see the record and you think like, is that it?
Thanks, Deacon.
This game is easy. And reality is different. For example, there in the GTA San Andreas 100% run, it's crazy. The RNG that requires to be had in order to actually complete that run below like normal times, it's crazy. It's like thousands of attempts over the year. And it's the same with every game. In order to make one world record, or like this perfect run, there are thousands and thousands of failed runs over the years. For example, I think I have lost like around 300 times this year. It's only July. Basically almost August, but still. In order to like learn the first frogs and in order to find the frogs that are usable in Survival 2, I spent around 3 months, I think, total, like over the time, testing out these known frog places, testing out if it's actually consistent. And then I spent over the year, I spent a lot of time looking for them. There's around 30 to 40 frog spots all over the map. The map is huge. During this run, you're gonna see around, I think, 25% of the map. There's a lot more to come. Boom. And now Tucker calls.
Go after who, Tuck? Slow down.
It's Roach. It's Roach. You know him. He used to ride with Leon and Alvarez.
Unfortunately, we didn't find any grenades,
Damn it, Tuck, you shouldn't
but
No,
we're gonna use pipe bombs.
My boys lost him somewhere around Marion Forks.
Hopefully we can get this bike chase going without actually chasing the bike. Tucker also wants that guy alive. I don't know how he's gonna be alive after this.
Spotted him, and it looks like he was waiting for someone.
Deke, don't let him get away.
Never mind. Too late. Fortunately, the game saves before that.
Let's take a look around. What do we got?
But unfortunately, it has a weird camera angle thing. And the pipe bombs.
Come on, Roach. Where do you think you're going, huh?
Okay.
Son of a bitch. Roach,
Got him.
slow down. Hey, Roach. How's it going, buddy?
Bike chases actually take a lot of
Told ya I wasn't
time,
gonna kill ya.
and
Deke, no. No, I
in the
didn't do nothing.
like in the late game, even every casual player gets a sniper rifle called BFG, and they use it to instantly pass a bike chase. So this is inspired by that idea,
You took what was left while the old woman wasn't looking?
but we're gonna use explosives instead of it.
Search me. No, it's not my job. I'm gonna leave that up to Alkai. Hey, Tuck, I got him. Mark down these coordinates and have Alkai send some money.
He's alive. Did he have my drugs?
Yeah, he's alive. But if you want him to stay that way, Alkai, you better hurry up and get on his ass. St. John out. Sniper ambush on the road. Damn it.
Sniper? I didn't wanna hear that. Praise. Okay, we got lucky. So there's these ambushes all over the place. There's rope ambushes, car exploding car ambushes. There is sniper ambushes, etc. The route that we're taking is mostly mitigating all of those ambushes, but sometimes the game decides that it doesn't care. It's gonna spawn an ambush where it shouldn't be at. We got lucky this time that it spawned just a bit away. Here we're gonna go back to hot springs again. Amazing, right? Over there, below there, there's a sniper ambush that spawns. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I forgot that there were no textures here. Okay. We're gonna drive at this corner so that we don't trigger that sniper ambush on that tree, basically over there. I have no idea where there's stuff, where stuff should be, so it's really scary to drive without textures. But I'm not gonna restart the game because that would do a small time loss. Okay, please skip this dialogue, thank you. We're also gonna pick up Thief in the Night. That is good for sneaking missions. And we're going to pick up Fight and Flight, which increases our accuracy. So that's it for the run's skill points, basically. There's nothing left to do for us, I hope. Yeah, we have the Green Thumb, which grants us extra plants, which will be really useful for the next mission. Unfortunately, we will not be able to do a frog jump to the next mission because we need our bike to be there. And this next mission will not give us free bike. Hour and 31 minutes. I think we should be below 2 hours still.
Lisa,
Go away.
Last mission takes around 10 minutes and yeah, everything is cool. I can freely explain what the heck I'm doing.
Hey, what do you need? Get out of the way.
And even do some examples.
There you go.
What's going on?
Bye.
I sometimes even do some casual runs of this game on my channel. I really love the story, and usually takes up to 4.5 hours or something like that to actually get this far in a casual run. Like not even as a casual speed run, but like it takes a lot of time. You're more incentivized to go off the road a bit, hit a freaker on the way, etc. Save actual hostages and survivors during the way. Check out the texture glitches. Get some Nero checkpoints, etc. It's really fun to explore this game because there's like a ton of content available that you would otherwise miss while just speedrunning it. Also, it's great for me because I get to find some new boxes to climb on and just test out if there's a frog there. Theoretically, we could use the frog over there to jump into Copeland's camp, but it's way too risky to try even. Maybe one day we'll get to get that war to actually try those kinds of risky frog jumps. This tunnel is actually really, really scary. It's the starting tunnel, but since we activated this Nero checkpoint here and left the speakers on, it's really scary to drive through because there's always a ton of freakers there. It basically attracts swarms. As in a casual playthrough, you would want to destroy all of the speakers, but it doesn't matter that much in a speedrun. You only have to drive through it twice, I think. Yeah.
I'll head your way. St. John out.
No, 3 times. You have to do it 3 times. So that will help you mitigate the risks at the cost of like actually having to destroy those speakers during the first mission.
Needed this. That should be it.
It's not that bad actually, only takes 3 shots per speaker. Also you have to fight all of those freakers outside during this mission. During that mission, yeah. Gonna hop over the table real fast after all. And another auto-scroller. Who would have guessed?
Here, come here. I'll show you what you're looking for.
So, why lavender?
Well, the guys at the lab are pretty excited.
As Boozer's arm is still pretty busted up, we are remembering that Sarah, Deacon's wife,
Thank you.
used to tell us about this magic plant called lavender.
Used to synthesize a new medicine for burn patients.
Where I'm from, the only weed used for medicine is the kind that you smoke.
And then Boozer takes it to marijuana.
3 miles up the road.
Oh, that's great. Boozer's gonna wind up in prison and take you with him.
So what else do you guys make? Like chemical weapons, WMDs, shit like that?
No. Well, at least not.
This is a
Yeah?
well. These walks with Sarah as a flashback are
Military purposes.
when you're running this game on high settings, etc. It's one of the best experiences because it's just so freaking beautiful.
more over here.
Like the scenery and such. It's magical.
So,
Even on low quality, I would say it
Okay.
looks
Well, this
wonderful.
particular genus is
I don't know why, but
you want me to ask?
something really
this area. You can thank Ogden for that.
triggers my eyes here.
I asked.
Peter Skeen Ogden. First
I don't
explorer
even
to
mind
pursue
these
this
walks
forest.
during a speedrun.
He and some of the other early explorers brought all their medicinal herbs and plants with them. Some got away, and now they're growing here. Mostly along the shores of small lakes and ponds.
First white explorer.
If there's any speedrunners thinking of picking this game up, I would say Lost Lake is the best category to actually play this game in.
The MC's got a couple of
well,
brothers,
to run,
one fully patched.
actually.
I don't think I
The second best is the last segment, which is the end game. And personally,
Jack actually had some guys busted
I
in
wish
Sacramento
that
just to
the
piss
middle
off our
segment
skinhead
wouldn't even
rivals.
exist.
He did not.
No, he did not. I'm kidding.
It's
Jersey Jim's an old buddy of
it's
mine,
not bad
patched him
story-wise,
himself. We served in the
etc.
same unit.
But as a
Come by the clubhouse
speedrun,
someday. I'll show you around.
I don't like it
You
that
like the
much.
guy. He's funny as shit. You
So
miss him.
here's a small optimization that during when Sarah still talks, we're locked to this really slow
How can I
walking
repay an
animation.
offer like that?
We're gonna walk to the last
Okay,
plant
you try picking
and
some.
pick that up,
Lavender.
and then
You
go
want me to pick
backwards
lavender?
because we are moving actually a bit faster this way.
Crush them.
Oh, I'm gonna crush him.
Come on.
And funnily enough,
One.
Good for
picking
you.
these plants up this way actually lines up the cutscene because in the cutscene we're approaching Sarah from behind. I don't know if that's even intentional or what's going on with that, but it's a nice coincidence. As we have some time, I'm gonna do a small explanation. the mission tells us to go up there. There's a horde there, there's a bear there,
Sorry.
etc.
You said something?
It's something Sarah showed me.
Few months ago, we had this epiphany that
Anyway, there's a
epiphany
plant that grows out here called
that
grows in the shade along rivers.
lavender grows elsewhere as well. So we're not gonna go there. We're gonna try down here. There's a hostage situation here most of the time. Yes, there it is. They're holding my lavender plant hostage, so I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna ignore that guy
Stir crazy up here.
because he's screaming and I don't like screaming people.
We're riding north. I swear to God, not too much longer. You hear me?
Yeah, out.
We're gonna pick this lavender here as well, and we have enough to make a burn cell for Boozer. We're gonna go back. A nice and quiet drive again. Unfortunately, you will not be able to listen to the music during this run, like the soundtrack, which is actually really good, but there is some copyrighted songs in there. Also, I prefer it this way anyway, except for that one copyrighted song, which is perfect for the actual game. Oh, it's like you win some, you lose some.
Deke, you there?
We're gonna be going halfway to the
Hard. Rippers.
hot springs again.
What does it, maybe more?
Goddamn rivers.
That little gal you were so worried about?
Yeah, Lisa. Wait, hold on. What
Here's
happened?
one of the
Where's
moments where you want to let go of the acceleration to get more speeds.
But their
More
hold up
speed.
in Belknap Crater. He came back to round up more men, but
God damn it. Okay, look, I've seen what those sons of bitches do to hostages. I'm not waiting.
We are gonna go through here and like through the left side, because if you're driving through straight ahead, there's a huge chance that something is gonna jump you. As Tucker called us, she mentioned that there's a Ripper camp in the canyon here, and they took Lisa. We're gonna go and save Lisa. That's where we are at. From the story perspective, we are exactly 1.5 missions away from the ending of the run. This tunnel should, well, this Ripper camp, kind of Ripper camp, should take us around 5 minutes, and the last mission is around 10 minutes. There's gonna be a sneaking section there, which we're gonna try and complete faster than anything. We're gonna stand here and put the frame rate to 60 FPS. Okay, you know what's coming. There's a frog jump here. We're gonna try to get it because it literally skips half of the no. Come on. You can do it, Deke. Yep, like that. As the tree pops out behind the rock there, you can do the frog. I actually have around 1,500 word document describing frog jumps.
She's gotta be this way. Up here.
Oh no. I'm gonna need to change the frame rate back to 90 because I'm getting a lot of screen tear. Come on, change it back. Okay.
Lisa's gotta be up there. I'm coming, kid.
Hopefully we have enough bandages and medkits to survive this fight.
Okay.
They've been freed!
Yeah. Why don't you find the path?
Boom.
Get low, asshole. There she is.
Boom.
Pulling back.
And as I mentioned before, you always want to aim for the head on the higher difficulties because else you're just gonna waste ammo. Because it takes around 6 to 7 shots to actually kill anything here. Unless you're aiming for the head. There's Reaper spawn right here. We're gonna throw them a small gift. There should be 4 of them there. Anyone else here? Okay. And we're gonna slightly slide to the left because if you hit that rock over there, you're gonna die.
Get down, get down!
And we're gonna hide ourselves behind this rock because that one is actually aimbotting or something because she always manages to kill every run possible. We can take it nice and easy here because Lisa is slow. But then again, she was just tortured, so...
Get to the visitor center now, go!
Oh, come on. Okay, done.
Get to my bike. Run.
And there she comes. Usually in a full run you would like to get a Ripper Blade here, but as we are nearing the finish line, the fictive finish line here, we don't need to gather anything else
Ricky, come back.
anymore.
Ricky, are you still on this channel? Lost Lake Camp, come in.
Deacon?
I actually, when I first played this, it took me around 20 hours to play this through. Not as 100%, but just the storyline. So, if you're gonna play this in small pieces, 2 or 2.5 hour sessions a day, it's gonna take 10 days to actually complete this game.
Well, I mean, not a kid, a survivor. She's been out here a long time.
You've got a survivor, and you're bringing her to Lost Lake.
No, you're bringing her to Lost Lake. I'm bringing her to you. Ricky, you
And
there?
if you're trying to go for the 100%,
Okay,
yeah, good luck with that. There's a lot of collectibles. Where the heck am I driving to? Okay.
You're gonna like it there, kid. Like I said, Iron Mike, he's
I almost...
yell a lot. Look, don't let him bother.
Actually, when you're driving around with someone, it's the most stressful because if you hit a tree and they have less HP basically than you, they die really easily. So I would be really mindful of that. Take the safer route, just drive slower, etc. I would not recommend because these drives are long. They can take up to 3 minutes to complete, and if you have to reset them, driving them again and again and again is not a lovely experience. As I mentioned, Driving here is one of the biggest enemies that you'll ever face. Especially on, like, if you have upgraded your bike, it's gonna be so fast that you're gonna hit a lot of trees all the time. Here we're gonna run up. Get some sleep. And that's gonna trigger a cutscene. Boozer is like, he has blood poisoning at this point, and he's really confused, tired, and spacing out all the time.
Easy. Hey, watch the steps.
So we're gonna go to Lost Lake Camp to get some antibiotics.
Yeah, I know.
I could hear him, Deke. I could hear him, Deke. Footsteps just pounded in my head. Boots.
Just a few more steps.
I don't need any help. I can goddamn walk. I can walk.
Okay.
44.
I just...
Yeah, now come on. Get on, we gotta go.
Wait. What? Where are we going? I don't...
It's just a short ride. Boozer. It'll help clear your head.
Right? Yeah, okay. That'd be good. Where?
Whoa, we have a donation. Can we hear the lovely message that someone sent
Nat
us?
Mace donated $30. Hello, Smauggy.
Remember.
The highways they were all choked up with cars. There were so many people. All
Thank
on
you
the
for the
road.
donation.
If they
Who's
could only
smoking?
go fast enough that they'd outrun what was coming.
Oh no, where the heck am I driving
No
to?
one could move
Whoa,
fast
I
enough,
spaced out
Boozer.
for a second.
No one saw it coming. the
Ow,
way
that's
I
a fail.
So by the time they said fuck it, you know,
Oh, I started driving to
it's too late.
Hot Springs for whatever reason. Whoa.
And I remember
Okay, that's not really speedrun friendly.
watching them all come, thousands of them. And
Wow.
All those dumb shits just got swallowed up.
Yeah,
Hello, Smokey.
I remember.
Well, greetings to Smokey as well from us.
You know, it's only a matter of
I
time.
hope he's having a lovely time, he or she.
Nothing's gonna stop it, Boozer.
They're having a lovely time watching this stream.
But do you know why we keep going?
No.
So
What
there's
the hell else are we gonna do?
not much of a technicalities here. You're just driving to the next checkpoint. Nice and easy. There's actually a really good copyrighted song playing during this mission while you're talking to Boozer. But unfortunately, we cannot listen to it because of the DCMA, DMCA. Anyway. I wish I could sing it to you, but I don't know the lyrics by heart yet. You can check the song out. It's called Soldier Eyes, and it's on Days Gone soundtrack. There's some now nice bird sounds in the background. We are finally here after long and confusing adventure. I used to drive into that wall over there every time until I failed this mission once. That was not fun. Wonder if I have... No, I don't have. Okay. Stamina boosters. There's health cocktails and stamina cocktails you can get, which are actually really good. Well, the stamina cocktails at least are really good for this mission. So as you run out of the stamina here, you can really pop that in and get infinite stamina for a small time. So here we're gonna roll into this bush, get up here, throw a rock there to distract this guy. We're gonna go restart the checkpoint because we failed that one. Actually, if you're soon to be getting busted, you can easily restart the checkpoint before the sound triggers. There you can, this way you can save some time. Here we're just gonna roll like crazy, and if done correctly we can bypass those two guys coming from there. One of them is this camp's leader, Iron Mike. You're gonna love the guy. He's not funny as shit, but he's interesting. In Lost Lake Camp you will meet the best characters in this game, and well, the most likable ones and the most hateable ones. At the same time, you're gonna meet a lot of different people here, and you're gonna love it here. It's not, well, as I mentioned, from a speedrunner's perspective, this section of the game that's coming up ahead after this segment, I don't like it that much, but story-wise, feeling-wise, etc., it's absolutely amazing. The scenery is gorgeous around here. The missions are actually really interesting to tackle. If you're going for the first playthrough or the second playthrough. There's, how do I say it?
So, how's she doing?
They're actually really interesting and really thought-provoking, all of these missions.
God damn it, Ricky. What the hell? Why not?
I can't. She's not here.
For me, at least. I don't know, there's a lot of people that during the first review bombing session, they didn't like the game missions at all. They didn't like any of the like, they didn't like anything for whatever reason. But since then, there's a cult-like following for this game, slowly developing. The ones that like this game really love it. The ones that don't, well, I don't know. It's like matter of preference, probably. Some like blonde women, some like brunettes. Some like men. What? Who am I to judge? I like this game and I totally recommend it.
Who's there? Get back, don't make me blow your goddamn head off.
We're gonna take the bike to the Lost Lake camp, since Addy promised to take a look at Boozer's arm.
Hey, where are we going?
Addie said she's agreed to take a look at your arm and see what she can do.
What? No. No, you're not taking me to some goddamn camp. I can ride, damn it.
We're not damn it. Boozer, it's just for a few days. Get some shit for your arm and then...
No. You know what it's like there, Deke.
No, you're not thinking straight. This isn't the hot springs. This is Lost Lake. Iron Mike. Remember him?
Iron Mike.
Since I'm usually bored here,
You said
I'm
That was
gonna
a long time ago. They
do
built the
this
place up. They got more people.
small
we're all gonna
parking
fucking
thing here.
die.
We'll be
I'm
long
gonna
gone
park
before anything
straight
like that
on
happens.
this line.
Camp's got the only dock in 100 miles. Now, Addie,
I'm done.
look, she'll take care of it.
Just
Well,
just a
not
couple of
really
hits.
done
Yeah, then we
because
ride
the
hell outta here.
mission, well,
Run
the
north, like you said.
segment ends
hell away from
after
all
I
this.
have talked to the
Yeah, we ride north.
Iron Mike.
Leave all this shit behind.
But we're like, there's 1% of the run left, basically. Now Ricky's gonna come here, we're gonna put Boozer in the infirmary, and we're gonna take a small walk.
So what happened? How'd he burn his arm like that?
We ran into some rippers south of Belknap. Guess they didn't like his tattoos.
Jesus. I've heard about him doing shit like that to themselves, but not to people they're trying to recruit.
Over here, you don't want to go left from this tree because you're gonna end out of the mission zone, which is basically around Ricky.
He sees more than you
You're
think.
actually gonna love Ricky, which is pretty
You've been doing your best to kill it.
cool. Like, the character is really interesting, the way that she acts, etc. It's, yeah, something different. You can also kick this door open.
You cannot believe
I didn't know that this kind of feature exists until, I don't know, half a year after I started playing this game. Here you can also skip this small optional dialogue, and don't forget to walk here. Just as Iron Mike starts walking, you can turn around and head for the next section of the game. We are done now. Time. Whoa, some Steam notifications. Interesting. Huh? Okay. I hope you had fun watching this. And that's about it, I guess. How's the donation? I don't think we made it right. No way. There is no way we're gonna make it this early in the morning, right? Yeah. Check out the game. You can hop by our Discord channel, which you can find a link at speedrun.com, days gone. If you have any questions regarding the game, you can check this out. You can, I don't know, if you want, you can follow me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv inzudesu, but at the moment I'm not running that often, so please be mindful of that. And I would rather recommend you to check out the game than check out the speedruns for it, because it's like you won't be able to experience all of Days Gone, because it's all about interactions with the world. There's a lot of things going on there. I hope you had fun, and I'm gonna let the next guy set up this thing. I don't know.